is the main essence of this company, to connect Taraba State to other parts of the country, especially Abuja and Yola, comfortably for executive travelers.
We offer executive services to both individuals and group of people. The kind of services we render depends on the needs in which our customers wishes for us to offer. Either wedding, conferences, ambulance services, or car hire services, we ensure that we give you the very best of service.
We offer
Good morning, Psalm TV family. It's another Monday, another day to tackle the world, or at least our to-do list. I'm your host, Abraham Minor Joda, on the morning show this morning. And I'm here to kickstart your day with a mix of news, laughs, and excitement. And as we dive into today's show, let's get a coffee brewing and the conversations flowing. We've got a fantastic lineup of great things to give to you, including our popular newspaper review segment, where we dish out the latest headlines and give you the lowdown on what is trending. And then we also have the newspaper review section where we'll be discussing the top stories from the past week and sharing our take on what makes the headlines on the dailies. We also have the Pidgin time where we get ready for some laughter and entertainment in our Pidgin segment as Madam Esther will come around to do some stories in Pidgin language. Also, we have the Taraba News segment where we'll be bringing you latest update from Taraba State by reviewing the Taraba newspaper. And we want to hear from you what you think about the latest news story. You can share your opinions with us on social media, on Facebook at Psalm TV, and on YouTube at Psalm TV Live. So let's get this Monday started with a bang. Stay tuned, folks, and let's dive into the world of news, entertainment, and conversation. And with me this morning to get this Monday started on a very good note is no other person but Mr. Iradani Kukwen, Director of News and Current Affairs on Psalm TV. You're welcome, Mr. Daniel.
Thank you very much. Thank you for having me.
Wow, it's another weekend, another Monday morning. It seems like yesterday where we were talking about, thank God it's Friday. Back to the Monday. So how was it been? How was your weekend been?
The weekend was fine. Days are running quite faster than we expect. It was just like yesterday where we had this April Fool Day.
Yes.
It's already a week now. So. Thank God for life. Thank God for health. Thank God for everything.
Okay, and that shows that we're getting older by the day.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. And it just seems like yesterday we were all doing Happy New Year. And today we are in April. The second quarter of the Q2 of our 2025. We already started Q2, so in a few months' time, we'll be done with Q2 and we'll be in the third quarter. So, well, the world is moving on. Time waits for nobody. That is just the message in all this.
There's this fella in Takum in those days when we were growing up, Garba Meshela. He would always say in Hausa, Lokochi ba jiran mutum. Mutum ne ke jiran lokaci.
Yes, definitely. What that translates to in English is that time waits for nobody. It is you that is waiting for time. So, and I think that there's some wisdom in what he has said. So we just make the best of our time. So talking about time, let us hit the newspapers this morning. We'll be starting with the Daily Independent. The Daily Independent, where on the front page of the Daily Independent, we have Serap asked Tinubu to reject $1.08 billion World Bank loan. probes missing 223 billion naira in MBET. That is from Syrup there. Then we have police warns organizers to shelve today's nationwide protest, and IGP withdraws invitation to Emir Sanusi. Another story here on the Daily Independent say, despite economic headwinds, travel tourism boom in Nigeria. And we also have weak Naira responsible for dirty December success. That is according to experts. We have another story here say ACF asks federal government to stop plateau killings, declare state of emergency. We have alignment with APC, Wiki has lost PDP membership. That is according to CPDP. It's on page 7 of the Daily Independent. By Southwest Mon Oluloyo says the demise great loss to Oyo. The later Oluloyo may so rest in peace. So we also have more airlines emerge amid declining passenger traffic in Nigeria. So 15 domestic airlines battle for 11.5 million passengers. Economy, inadequate capacity, reasons for low patronage, says experts. But we also have meningitis kill 85 in 22 states. That is on page 6 of the Daily Independent. I would like us to take this story on Daily Independent, the major story here. Say, despite economic headwinds, travel tourism boom in Nigeria. The story here has it that despite the economic headwinds, travel and tourism still booms in Nigeria. This is according to the World Tourism Barometer, an arm of the United Nations. Tourism has said that in spite of the global economic challenges that pervaded the last year, travel and tourism has continued to grow worldwide, including Nigeria. This is as Mr. Bankole Bernard, the group manager, director of Flinch Glow Holdings Limited, has attributed the success of the Dirty December, which took place in Lagos in December, hosted by the Lagos State Government in 2024, to the weak Nigerian currency, the Naira. Let us look at this report. Okay, in an interview during the weekend, Bernard said that while the weak Naira may have a negative impact on the Nigerian economy, it was beneficial to Nigerians living in diaspora because their small foreign currencies allowed them to purchase more items and made the country more affordable. Bernard claimed that the weak Naira made the Nigerian more affordable destination for foreign visitors, particularly Nigerians living abroad. Now look at this. This is where it gets interesting. Yeah. The Lagos State economy received a significant boost from Dirty December, with tourism and entertainment sectors bringing in $71.6 million, or about 111.5 billion naira during the period. The revenue boost was driven by a variety of events and activities such as music festivals, concerts, and other recreational activities held in Lagos during the Dirty December period. So this is signs of it's good for the economy and it's good for tourism. And I think this is something that other states should borrow a leaf from because the festive period comes and go. People are ready, no matter the economic situation, they are ready to spend money. So I think we should begin to key into this period, festive period, to create IGR and also boost economic activities within our states.
Yeah, it's true. This is a way of the government of Lagos State and Nigerians turning their what is considered their bad fortune into something good. Taking advantage of the fact that Nigeria is a suitable destination for tourists and tourism endeavors, Lagos State government was wise enough to initiate this Dirty December thing, and look at how it has proven to be beneficial after all. So just like you mentioned, we have so many avenues where we can cash in. Just like we can cash in. Taraba State, we have the Wonyo Fishing Festival that Governor Tiefas is pursuing. Look at the Daba, Salah Daba that has been, there are I remember some years back where we used to receive foreigners traveling to Nigeria just to come and watch the Daba and other things like that. So if the government decides to harness resources and look at it from the perspective where it can bring in foreign exchange. It's possible that Kano State, Borno, if you go to Borno on Salah, you'll be surprised. I think year 2000, I saw it live, the Salah of 2000, year 2000 in Maiduguri, where it was so interesting. It was so colorful, so nice, it was so colorful, so nice. Now is a threat to some of these endeavors. So let's see how we can tell these things and see how we move forward as a nation.
Speaking about insecurity, Mr. Bernard said there was no single crime. He said it gave some people the opportunity to even come and visit Nigeria. Some came for the first time, and they saw the high security of lives and property in the country. He went further to say there was no single crime in December that is connected to Dirty December. So he asked, what happened to all the criminals? What this means is that crime is an action that is created, and we have the law enforcement that can curb that as they curtail any form of crime last December, and that speaks volume. So if you look at this, if you look at there is no crime that was related to this Dirty December. So the security agencies, the police, were able to curb that crime. And I think it also created an impression for people, the impression they have of Nigeria that the whole country is in a mess, is insecure. But they came around and they had fun and they left. No single case of kidnapping, no single case of robbery. And I think that is a good one. It helps to boost the image of the country around the world.
Yeah, besides, recently, Kela Megwa of Channels TV hosted the Israeli ambassador to Nigeria. And the ambassador is of the opinion that insurgency and criminality is a worldwide issue. There is no way you pinpoint a particular part of the world and say, okay, this is a place where insecurity is going on. So if the state actors and the security agencies have this productive, what is it called, synergy, you will discover that there is a way crime can be curtailed, at least for some time. I believe the state government in Lagos was deliberate on how to go about it for that period. It's something that can be sustained. Generally, you will discover that events like that can be peaceful while it lasted, though we have these reports that indicate that the security architecture of Nigeria is overwhelmed, where we have 400,000 police to over 200 million people. But still, if it is a program that is targeted, that is going to hold between now and then, and the security architecture is being unleashed to curb criminality, you discover that generally you have peaceful.
I think, even look at with all the problems in Israel, some people can lose a tooth just to be in go for pilgrimage in Israel. So sometimes you just have to project your country in the proper light, and people will come. And the insecurity, as unfortunate as it is, we still have areas of the country that are very, very secure and very, very peaceful. So let's go to another paper. Yeah, we have the blueprints. The blueprints is on the front page of the blueprints. We have Tinubu, Afenifere, Odamon as ex-Oyo Governor Oluloyo dies at 89. So rest in peace. Again, we have this story. The police withdraw Abuja summons, refer Emir Sanusi to FID Kano. So the summons have been withdrawn and he has been referred to FID Kano. Then oil prices crashes to $66 per barrel weekend on Trump's tariffication. There's a new word that is coming, tariffication. And we have this one, Onachu Joe Aribo relegated with Southampton. That is the English Premier League. They've been relegated to the championship.
By the way, you won your match?
It was a 1-1 draw.
Okay.
A controversial penalty was given to Everton. Well, I don't want to talk about that for now. Let us face the news of the day. Now we have these troops kill 3 bandits, destroy over 70 camps in Taraba. That is 2 officers died cause of terrorists neutralized in Borno. That story is on the blueprint. And we have this meningitis death toll hits 156, suspected cases are 1,858. That is on the blueprint. Well, we have CBN injects 197.71 million to stabilize FX market amid global shocks. And we also have ISC 2025 to boost investor confidence, according to Security Exchange Commission, SEC. Reject approved $1.08 billion World Bank loan, Sarah begs Tinubu. Then we have Naira strengthens in Q1 amid CBN reforms, investors are confident. That is it. Then we have this, the major story say ACF urges Plateau killings, ACF urges state of security emergency in vulnerable communities. NEMA says 52 killed, 1,820 displaced. Can AYCF wants end to carnage? Security improved by 90%, says Ribadu. Let us look at this story. It's quite a sad one, the Plateau killings. At the Ariwa Consultative Forums on Sunday lamented the renewed wave of killings in Plateau State and therefore called on the federal government to declare a state of security emergency in vulnerable areas affected by banditry across the northern part of the country. In the same vein, the Christian Association of Nigeria and the Ariwa Youth Consultative Forum also asked the federal government to up its game and stem the tide of insecurity in the region. The call came as the federal government said it has achieved 90% improvement in terms of security with greater reduction in violence and death. Well, the Plateau situation, these things started in the early 2000s like a joke, with riots within Jos, and then it later became farmer header clashes, communal clashes, and it keeps coming. It gets sometimes it goes away like, well, there's peace in the Plateau. After some time, a village is attacked, scores of people are killed, people become displaced, and the state has turned to a kind of
a theater of war.
Theater of war, and you see IDPs everywhere. I don't know. And this area, Bokos, Barkin Ladi, that area has always been attacked. I feel there's a need for emergency, just like the ECF said.
Yes, the calls for a security emergency has been there every time it occurs. But there's a way that I think we lose guard and it reoccurs again. And just like you mentioned, the axis where these things are happening has a way of reoccurring. And that is why some experts are saying it is kind of a reprisal attack. Because one or two things will happen, then some people will feel as if, okay, let's come back and retaliate and do all the maimings and do all the killings. Plateau State is a place that is richly endowed with so many things that we should not be mentioning the issues of killings like that. If it is possible for governments and the security architecture to maybe leave the strategy they're using now, and maybe think of another strategy of maybe the concentration. Somebody was speculating that the concentration of the Operation Safe Haven is in Jos, not in those communities where these things keep. Because if the concentration is in those local governments like that, you will discover that in one way or the other, this thing will be caught, or they will be, they will be driven away when they come to attack. But before they leave Jos to Bokos, it takes maybe up to like 1 hour or more, and they must have finished whatever it is they want to do and must have left, leaving trail of IDPs and deaths and other things. The last report is that about more than 50 people died in one day. You know, that is a war situation. That's a war situation. I think between last year and now, people that have died in Plateau State is only God that knows. There are some of these killings that happen that are not even reported.
Yes, there's a lot that happen that is not reported, or even is reported, but is reported under the radar. People don't, and there are a lot of stories that go on now. We don't even pay attention to it any longer. I went to Bokos first in 2018, and it has to do with killings like this, where we through an NGO to go and deliver some materials to the IDPs there. And the stories I heard from victims of this state, right in Bokos there, I think it was maybe Ekwa or Koshin church, the IDPs were there, and you could hear very sad stories from them. And they also had IDP camps or were moved to Jos, where they are every part of the state you see IDP camps here and there. And there's this tension, there's this sense of, and then the victims have this sense of there's nothing that is being done to protect their life and property. At least everybody within their axis. I've had a family member directly or indirectly affected, killed or maimed by this. They've lost their houses, their farms, their means of livelihood, and it is quite saddening. It is as they are living in as if they are living in a war. They are living in a war zone.
It's a war zone.
It's a war zone because
the reoccurrence is what is giving everyone concern now. Though the report here said everyone must step up efforts to ensure the well-being and safety of Nigerians. If everyone, I don't know how that one is going to go, because some of these people in these communities, they are not armed. They are just maybe farmers who don't even have any way of protecting themselves from these assassins. The same village, they'll go back. Yeah. They'll go to another community, they keep doing it like that.
And so this shows that even the army, if they are there, they may not be able to do much. What needs to be done? We have the NIA.
Yes.
We have the DSS.
Yes.
We have the security agents. So what we need is we should have intelligence before this occurs. Yeah, so that before they even get to where they are going, you already have intelligence. I'm surprised that up to now, we should at least know where their base is. Their movements, their sponsors, where they get weapons from, and we should also be able to have moles within their ranks that will give information. This is the work that needs to be done now to ensure that this does not. If not, if we keep waiting, they will wait in Bokos, tomorrow it will be Barkin Ladi, waking Barkin Ladi, it may be in Mangu or somewhere else. And we're even waiting in Plateau, you may hear them in Kaduna State or maybe in Benue State. So you can't just sit there and they keep changing the front while you keep concentrating your troops on the last affected place where they move to a new place. So I think we need more intel to cope this. And like I keep saying, we need technology.
We actually need technology. Though the operation Safe Haven is comprising of all the security operatives, including the immigration, the customs, like that. But that aspect of intelligence gathering seems to have eluded them because one way or the other, these people have a way of beating the security operatives. They will attack, then the security will only come. And they disappear. Though you have reports of 1 or 2 of them being killed like that during a gunfight. But in most instances, if we're able to know and track them, okay, this is where they are going, they communicate. They use telephone, they use motorcycles and other things like that. So if you find a motorcycle and you trace though they won't go about with the receipt of the vehicle.
Yes. Yeah, well, there's a lot that is not done, and that is why these criminals are successful in what they do. So let us go to the Daily Trust. The Daily Trust this morning has some quite interesting stories on it. Say Lakurawa kills 13 vigilantes in Kebbi. That's another sad one coming. We thought we've seen the back of the Lakurawa terrorists, but look at coming, killing 13 vigilantes in Kebbi. The U.S. tariff imposition may disrupt Nigerians' non-oil exports, according to federal government. Then World Health Day in Nigeria, high maternal child mortality rate spark calls for action. We also have the story, Plateau killing survivors recount ordeal, ACF urges end to attack. Anambra governorship, Soludo Ukachukwu in Anambra. It's only the PDP that, from what we heard, nobody has stepped up to purchase the ticket.
The PDP seems to have chicken out of the breeze, the November 8th gubernatorial election. APC is already, I saw the flag bearer of
Ukachukwu.
Yes, he said nobody has ever won the governorship of Anambra State without his
Yes,
support. So now he has come to... And Professor Suluodu too is saying, okay, he's the man. Let's see, when November 8 comes, the people of Anambra State will speak, and let's see who they are going to hire for the position of the governorship that is going to be there for 4 years. Okay,
we have students die in auto crash after dropping parents at airport, the sad one. Then we have 2 soldiers, Boko Haram terrorists killed in Borno village attack. But the major story here is, as the Take It Back movement insists on protests, demand reversal of Rivers Emergency Rule, alleges rise abuse, misuse of Cybercrime Act, and police urge caution. That is on the Daily Trust. Let us see what they have. The former presidential candidate of the African Action Congress, AAC, Omoyele Sowore, has alleged the stay of IGP. Okay, no, let me take it from the beginning. He said the Take It Back movement has insisted on staging a nationwide protest today against the emergency rule in Rivers State, as well as what it calls human rights abuse and misuse of cybercrime. This is even as the Nigerian police force has warned the organizers to shelve their planned nationwide protest, describing the timing of the demonstration as ill-conceived and mischievous. The force noted that April 7, 2025 has been set aside by the federal government for maiden edition of the National Police Day. So, but the organizers said that his move was premised on ugly trends in the country. The Take It Back movement said it called for a nationwide demonstration to address what it called authoritarianism of President Bola Tinubu's administration, abuse of human rights, and the misuse of the Cybercrime Act. That is the Take It Back movement led by Sowore, and is insisting that the protest will go on today. While the police said they should hold on. And today is a nationwide police day. So how do we go about this?
Is it a coincidence? Is it that they know that today is going to be a police day and they fix the protest on that same day?
I don't know.
I just hope this is not going to degenerate to crisis, because the last one they had, the End Bad Governance protest, it didn't end well for Nigerians. So many people lost their lives, so many properties were destroyed. Their records in the past have shown that they are incapable of ensuring the safety of lives and properties when they hold their protest. So, except if they are going to sign some undertakings that will...
But they have a right to hold protest, and the police has a duty
to protect
them. So it is not as if they are doing anything outside of what they are right. And it's also the duty of the police. Now, where we have problems is how to balance where your rights and the duty of the police comes in. They are of the opinion that, yes, they have a right to protest, and the police have a duty to ensure that hoodlums and the rest of it don't come in. So there's a need to balance it. There's a need to balance it. It's not every time the protests want to come up, the police begin to say, don't do this, it may degenerate, it may turn to violence, it may turn to this. It becomes very, very suspicious that every time Nigerians want to gather, you begin to give all manners of reasons why it will be turned into violence. And also, the organizers themselves should begin to learn how to have a good relationship with the security forces. They are protesting for the good of Nigerians. So they should have this relationship with the force in such a way that, yes, the force will say that, yes, these people are law-abiding. And whatever they do it within the confines of the law. So the two sides, I wouldn't say one side, the two sides need a lot to be done to ensure that these protests are peaceful. So, and I think Nigerians will be divided on them. But to me, there should be a way we can marry the duty of the police and the security agencies and the rights of the protesters.
And we must admit that whatever it is they are doing is good for Nigeria, in the sense that it is creating the necessary awareness and is giving the government the information that they are actually not doing well. So if this is going to serve as a reminder for them, then it is going to be good. Let it not, the government should not continue to take this thing with a pinch of salt, considering it as something that is always, this report captured how President Tinubu addressed the youth during End Bad Governance. He said he has heard their cries, he's going to do what he needs to do. But it appears he has not done anything, actually. We still have challenges here and there. And
he has done some of the promises have been kept, like the minimum wage issue, the youth, the school loan, but they've not done enough. But for us to say they've not done anything, it may be as if they've done some of them. They didn't do it at the time they promised. Things keep coming up. Like this has to do with the emergency rule. I don't think some of them is not even connected to what we were seeing in August last year. These are new things are coming up, and he also spoke about abuse of the Cyber Crime Act. So where I always have this issue with the police, and we will see how it goes. But our appeal to the protesters and Nigerians and security agencies that yes, everybody has a right to protest.
And he has so many things to look at what he's saying here. He said it is the Nigerian police force is under the leadership of illegal inspector of police, and all this was.
That is his opinion, and I think he should go to the courts to prove that. Well, let us go to the Nation. The Nation the newspaper today. We have Labour Party accuses NLC of plotting to invade Secretariat. Party alerts police and DSS. We also have another story that says explosion at Lagos dump site. Police army probe source of explosive. That is another story on the Nation. Then we have 1,820 residents displaced by plateau attacks. Jimoh O'Brien lists Tinubu's role in strengthening foreign policy. Okay, those are two different stories. Yeah. Then we have this one. Police protesters head for showdown in Lagos, Abuja. A group to hit streets kicking against anti-cyber security law. Rivers emergency, actions subversive on police national day. Then we have ex-governor Oluloyo dies 9 days to 90th birthday. Tinubu and governors lead torrents of tributes. We also have anti-Trump protests rocks U.S. cities. While we have Israel denies 2 UK MPs entry. The stories are, okay, now we have this Bobrisky smuggled 35 million into Kirikiri prison. We have
in cash?
Well, that is what it will be. Then we have 2 Chinese killed in Abia. 2 Chinese killed in Abia. But the stories that interest me here is Labour Party accuses NLC of plotting to invade Secretariat.
Okay.
Let us see this. The Labour Party has alerted the police and Department of State Services of an alleged plot by the Nigerian Labour Congress to use talks to invade its national secretariat in Abuja. The Labour Party said the NLC was working with the Nanedi Usman-led National Caretaker Committee, NCC, and the National Transition Committee. The party made the claim in a statement by its National Secretary, Omar Ibrahim, yesterday in Abuja. Meanwhile, the NLC Political Commission Chairman, Professor Theophilus Ndubaku, was not available for comment as he was in the meeting. But another top NLC official, prefer not to be named, dismissed Labour Party's claim. The source said the Julius Abure-led Labour Party is no longer recognized by law. The Supreme Court held that Abure's tenure has expired, so he and his team are impostors and it's only statutory members like office holders who are recognized. So he said the legal Labour Party leadership has no legal or moral basis to raise such an alarm. And he said besides, NLC does not need talks to act. NLC knows and obeys the law. So this is what is happening in the Labour Party. Now, the NLC is saying Abure and co who raised these concerns are not even, they are not in a position to speak for the Labour Party.
Is NLC, though I think NLC is the one that registered the Labour Party as a political, to change the narratives in the country. But at this point in time, if I am in position, I will advise all the Nenedi faction, the Abure faction, and the other faction to just relinquish power and allow for peace. but I know this is practically impossible. But if you really have the interest of the party at heart, why will you continue to endanger the position of your party in the light of the fact that 2027 will soon be here? They're not looking at whether the party will have the kind of popularity it had during the last election. I think at this point in time, if they're having this kind of challenges, it's indicative of the fact that they may not have a good outing in the coming election. So the best thing for them to do, if they really have the interest of the party at heart, then Eddie Usman should step down, Julius Abure should step down, or they should meet and have a meeting where everybody will sheath his swords and shift grounds and see how a united leadership will emerge.
And I think the Supreme Court has been very, very helpful these days. It keeps on returning them back to their constitution. Yeah. These are internal party. You know, in the past, you've gone through the court processes. Now it has gotten to the Supreme Court, and it has been consistent, just like the case of the PDP and now the Labour Party. These are internal parties. The court should not decide who leads you. Your party, internal organs of the party should decide.
But
so
I have a concern. If me and you now were fighting, and we go to the court, and the court now say, we should come back to reconcile with it. No, now
it's not time to reconcile this thing. Go back to the document that even made the two of you to be in that party.
So if you discover...
It's clear.
If you go back to their discussions, you will discover that every one of them has this particular aspect of the constitution that they are holding on to that is giving them legitimacy. You understand?
Now,
but I think it's something
the decision of the court is the best. It brings democracy. It makes the party know that they have a duty to have a workable constitution, and they must abide by it. And it's very simple. That is the reason why you see they will never sit down to bring the constitution and do it. They will keep looking for it. It is very clear. If you go to their constitutions, you will find it there. How this is this. There must be some occasions that maybe some problems were not envisaged. But if you really go back, like the case of the PDP, if you go back to their constitution, it is clear there what should be done. And they know what should be done. But for political reasons,
they ignore it.
They will ignore it. And they'll keep going to the court. At the end of the day, they will be giving the court a bad name. When the court begins to, they'll take an angle, take it to the court. The court rule based on the angle that the prayers it pray. Then people will say the court is biased, is this, is that, it's contradicted. And at the same time, they're running judgment in different courts.
So is there any chance for these parties to be reconciled and if a united leadership emerged? Because these people seem to be
if they cannot follow their constitution and rule themselves, they have no business coming out. That is the implication. If your constitution within yourself, you can't abide by it, you can't rule yourself by it, then it's a sign to Nigerians that you have no business whatsoever coming to ask Nigerians to vote for you. That is just the implication. Because if you don't obey the constitution of your party within yourself, how do we expect you to? So this is a call to political parties.
The opposition, actually, because as it stands, there is
even the APC, don't be surprised.
They have...
There are issues that will still come up.
Okay.
Probably now they just trying to, you will find out maybe by the time the election wants to start, you begin to hear, this is not the party, this one, it was imposed, it was this, it was that. It is not only the APC is having it good now, but I'm very sure before the elections, these issues will come up. It is very common with politicians.
Let's see how it goes.
Yeah. Now let us go back to, let's go to another paper here where our time waits for nobody.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's go to News Direct. News Direct today has it that FCMB Group posts 111.9 billion naira PBT for financial year 2024. That story says Tinubu Obasanjo, Southern Governor, orders month death of Oyo Governor Oluloyo at 89. And we have NDLA nabbed India-bound brothers at Lagos Airport with 5 kg of cocaine. Another story here, as Lagos orders immediate suspension of work on 100 waterfront structures. So 52% of farmers worry agricultural sector headed for trouble in 2026. 52% of farmers headed for trouble in 2026, according to a report. While we have another story that said, okay, I think that's all. Well, the major headline here say Osun local government councils remain moribund as APC Adeleke in war of words. Osun APC accuses Governor Adeleke of plotting judicial manipulation, inciting violence. No room for violence, just rule of law. That is Governor Adeleke speaking there. We have the story says the local government councils in Osun State remain inactive as political rivalry between the All Progressive Congress in Osun State and the administration of Governor Ademola Adeleke has escalated, with both sides accusing each other of undermining local government's control. APC accused Governor Ademola Adeleke's administration of attempting to undermine the local government councils by procuring a court ruling that will facilitate the return of illegal selected council chairmen and councillors. According to the APC, the ruling will be delivered by a court in Ikirun on April 17, 2025, and could set the stage for violent confrontations as local government and council secretariats, especially with the alleged involvement of Amotekun Corps and Ayatoks to enforce the ruling. But speaking at a press briefing in Oshogbo, the former State Commissioner of Information, Sunday Ake, revealed that the government has concluded agreement to secure what he refers to as a kangaroo judgment from the state courts. The problem with the local government councils in Osun State, because if you look at the background, when Governor Adeleke came in, he suspended this is not APC. They suspended the local government chairman.
We came under the platform
of the APC. They are the local government. There are no APC chairman or this. The local government chairman were suspended. And they went to courts and they declared a new, just the way governors do, they come in, they suspend local government chairman. But because of the Supreme Court ruling, now you can't have caretaker committee. So he now did a new election and new chairmen were elected. As it stands, the new chairman has been elected, but the former chairman got a ruling from the appeal court that says that it is illegal for them to be suspended. So at this time, there are chairmen that have just been elected, and there are those that were suspended, and they said the Court of Appeal said their tenure has not expired or they can't be suspended. So we have two chairmen for each local government as it stands. So the case is that they've remained moribund, no activities.
So who collects their subvention?
I don't think there's any subvention going anywhere now. I think maybe the state is just managed to pay salary. So as it is, the other chairmen who are of the APC, then the APC said there's a state high court judgment that will come
on the 17th.
On the 17th. So these are issues that you see, they are beginning to see there's a way we like to abuse court processes.
That's what I'm saying. And at this point in time, is it possible for the Supreme Court now to give a ruling on issues like this, considering that this is something that is necessary for this period? Is it possible for such rulings to come so that all these things will be addressed?
The Supreme Court will not just come and interfere. The case, before I thought this case had gotten to the Court of Appeal. So I think it should have gone to the Supreme Court. But now there is a high court, a state high court judgment that will come. So I don't know, maybe the lawyers can come and explain it better. But I think there's a need for the Supreme Court, for this case to be taken to the Supreme Court, so that we know the position of the law on do governors have right to even suspend.
Or let's just know who are the authentic chairmen, so that people of Osun State and various local government will not continue to suffer unnecessarily like this. The way this thing is going now, you may be surprised that there will be loss of life again.
Definitely.
There will be destructions of property because of crises like this.
Well, I think time waits for nobody. We have come to the end of this segment of the morning show, the newspaper review. I will go for a short break, and when we come back at the pigeon section on the morning show, we'll be here. Thank you. Don't go anywhere. Keep watching the morning show.
Some TV, the pulse of the nation.
Businessman or woman, do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559. Are you...
Escape the everyday at DY Scott, a luxurious haven for your hair, nails, and overall well-being. Imagine yourself settling into a plush armchair, the aroma of essential oils and freshly brewed coffee filling the air. Expert stylists meticulously craft your perfect look, whether you're seeking a bold modern style or a classic timeless cut. Beyond the perfect haircut, indulge in a revitalizing manicure or pedicure. Our skilled technicians use only the finest ethically sourced products, ensuring a truly pampering experience for your skin and the planet. Enjoy a refreshing drink, a mojito, chamomile tea, or something bubbly while you unwind in our relaxing atmosphere. Looking to socialize? Challenge friends to a game of table tennis or snooker in our convivial relaxation area. Reconnect with yourself and leave feeling confident, truly pampered and beautifully you. DY Scott is more than just a salon. It's an experience that nourishes your mind, body, and soul. Find us at Roadblock Jalingo, Konaru, or call 081-4563-6195 to book your appointment today. DY Scott, where style meets serenity.
Keep watching Sam TV.
Good morning to all of una, my country people, and I dey welcome una to the pidgin section of our morning show. Happy New Week to all of una once again, yo, my country people. With me on this morning show this morning, Auntie Mercy Jero. Auntie, good morning.
Good morning, good morning.
Okay, na me be una co-anchor as usual, we be Esther Oka Stephen. I hope say una enjoy the interesting packages where we carry nakona during this weekend, my country people. Okay, the story when I get it to share with una this morning now concerning one young girl for secondary school, yo. When he be say her mama come buy am I telephone, my country people. This small pikin for SS3, even though say the girl don't mature small. This small girl come talk say she no go use am. Say her mate for secondary school say na iPhone that they use, say na big phone, say that they use Redmi. Say why the mama go come give am itel phone when he be say you know they do Facebook and WhatsApp. Now this guy begin to cry you as they talk to her. So this story is there for inside the social media. Now make me carry come nakuna for here this morning because I know say many parents for outside the day where they watch this show. One or two of una children for us go down, they give una this kind of attitude. Mommy buy iPhone for me. Mommy buy Redmi for me. Mommy, I want to camera phone so that I go do WhatsApp and Facebook. All these things, they're really important in the life of these children for SS3. Now that one make me carry Auntie Mercy Jero, say make she sit down here with me, make we touch light this matter. And also, as una they watch me from us there, number go display on our screen, make una call me, share una own opinion concerning this attitude where this girl carry giving mama. So, Auntie Mercy, my question for you this morning be say, if this girl when it there for SS3 now your sister, how you go feel say your mama buy phone for her? After hustling, she can't talk, say she no want the phone because of say this phone no get Facebook and this phone no get WhatsApp. How you go feel if now your younger sister rejects this phone when your mama also buy for her?
Not to just collect the phone, sell and go chop the money. Buy food stuff for the house and see whether the pikin don't go chop. You know, see teenagers these days their head they touch.
Okay.
Influence of my friend. You don't know waiting that friend now with the way Yahoo full everywhere. Maybe that friend that don't go do something, get money, buy the iPhone. You now where your mama just manage money, gotta go buy you phone. You they shall say you want iPhone. You know, and if they deal with teenagers, we guys as parents we must be very, very careful. Because this teenage age now very sensitive age. If we not calm down as parents, handle them very well. If you come out, you know, influence of my friend, the social media, everybody one day do TikTok, one day do trending things and everything put so that they go they popular and everything. But no, it's not good, it's not right. And secondly, again, all this this I don't know why they will give pikin phone at SS3.
Okay.
Me when I even smear admission, as I get admission, my papa give me phone. So as parents, please, now when your child don't, you know, phone now very, very, very now good weapon and a bad weapon.
Okay.
So make as parents more they very careful. I beg.
Okay, country people now don't hear am for Auntie Mercy Jerome Matu. Make una dey careful because sake of say last week I come sit down for here, I tell una wetin answer to course for inside the United States between teacher and the student. This matter also won't come dey like that, yo. So make una dey very, very careful because this phone it gets a good aspect and it also gets a bad aspect. Many of them for secondary school, what do they even need this phone for? If not for assignments, they get daddy, they get aunties. And moreover, they even get a textbook set to take around their assignments. So it's not really they say it ain't necessary make pikin carry Android phone take go house. Take go school, say because of assignments. But the only right time when me and say pikin fit to use this phone wella. Now when that pikin don't enter higher institution. Yes. My country people, I believe say una don't get this one when we carry con nakuna so. Okay, na so tori come take carry us dey enter for inside the Benue State for one community where them they call am Agato community. As one man when he be say his name na Jeremiah Onu Slump die. Okay, oh my country people, make I begin to tell you how this story take go. This man when he be say them they call am say Jeremiah Onu wey be 54 years old man. Him go in farm to go harvest some things and to plant some more. Now from there, then you two of that village then begin come outside, they shout, say, say Fulani, because of say Fulani, they rear cattle for that their farm place, then give them space to stay. And this man here said they shout, say Fulani, then this man leave his things when he carry go farm, begin they run, kitty. As this man run, where so he don't near in doorpost, now so this man come fall for ground, come slump, my country people. They say as him fall for ground, slump, now die, now be that you. This one come make the chairman of that village when he be saying his name na Marvin James, he come outside, the chairman of Agato local government of Benue State, he come outside, come address the residents of that state, say I beg you, say make them they stop false alarm. Say you know good, say make them stop am. Say if they catch any youth do that kind of thing again, say that youth go face the consequences of the law. Even said the reason why that man run come out from farm when he hear Fulani. They say that eyewitnesses talk say that because of say the man farm near the Fulani houses there. And for those Fulani houses there, when they there for that place, they don't poison 20 of their cows. And so residents of that village they don't get peace of mind again because of fear. Say these people they feel come outside, they come take vengeance any day, anytime. Say now that one I make and run. Even self the chairman of Agato community will be Marvin C. He come outside, he come talk to the diseased family. Come tell them, say, make them check their papa well. Say, meanwhile, before burial, they will carry their papa body, go for hospital, go check them. Say, even say, it be like, say, their papa get heart problem. Now the children come outside, say, their daddy not get any heart problem. Oh. Say, now the youth will shout, now then bring that heart problem, come give their papa. Say, they know their papa since, and their papa, they don't know him with any disease. Okay, I want to make Auntie Mercy help me chukumatu for inside this matter. Because the thing where the youth of that village do is good. And now see the judgment where they can't carry come. So it be like say disciplinary action not take place for inside though, concerning the youth to them. How you take a see them?
Yes, it's a very, very, very bad thing where the youth do. Based on say tension don't they Benue State. With all the news where we they hear, tension don't they Benue State. And coupled with the fact say where they talk say Fulani area, they very close to the man house. How you could just wake up when they shout Fulani. People don't they, you know, tension when they make person. Even the man maybe even don't know say get heart attack. You understand? The thing will just start like that. You know go no. So youths now maybe they calm down when they try or reduce the way they shout or this raise false alarm. It don't make sense. They get people who get high blood pressure.
Now so
they don't go loud and say they get high blood pressure. You understand? So, and action should be taken. May they discipline the youth. So that next time, another youth no go stand up, they shout, they give false alarm. Yes, you give false alarm now, person could just die for a farm.
Oh.
They waste person life innocently like that. So, may they deal with those youths. If possible, may they punish them or something. May they just do something. At least the family go get peace.
Now,
say justice. They don't get justice for their papa who died.
Oh.
So I don't like this thing. May youth, may they stop this thing, please.
My country people, una don hear am for Aunty Mercy Jerome. This one when she talk well, it sweet me well. Even say all this false alarm matter when they talk, so now so I hear say for inside the Meduguri, just like that, some mute to go just come outside, begin they shout Boko Haram, Boko Haram. Now so old men, young people, everybody go begin they run, they follow, they scatter for inside the community. I beg make una stop them. Make una stop to they raise people tension. Make una stop to they give people hypertension. Say something don't happen once. Now one can take a spoil community, spoil area for person. Una go here say they born one village today. You to go come outside say those people born am don't come again, yo. They go begin the. So this one when the be say Aunty Mercy don't talk come outside now say for inside that gatu they say may they not allow those youths to go and punish. Me say if I dey in support of that one. Because if they leave them, this act go still continue if they not punish this youth when they be say they can't cause this Jeremiah Onu to slump just like that. Because me believe you say if to say they not go that farm, go shout that kind shout. This man for 50 days till now. Country people are not take to see this matter. Okay, for those of you who does they join us, this is now the pidgin section of our morning show. And we just talk on the matter concerning one girl when it there for SS3 where rejects the itel phone where her mommy buy for her sake of say the phone no they do Facebook and the phone no get to WhatsApp. So this girl don't cry, come outside, say she not go collect her, and Aunty Mercy don't touch like this matter for us. So my parents, they careful on the kind of things where they give their children for secondary school because many of them, if they lead them go wrong way, well. Even save the right time when the BC Pikin need those kind of phones. Now when they don't advance, go for university to use them, they search for their assignments where they give them for that place. It's not necessarily be say your Pikin where they JSS1 must to they use Android phone. They easily expose them to danger. Okay, even just now say we can't talk on matter when something when it happened for inside Agatu State. So 154-year-old man where they call him Jeremiah Onu. I take slum die sake of say false alarm on something when no they happen, they can't shout. Say this thing don't they come, it don't they come. And from then the man temper just raise eye. This man just slump, can't die. Okay, my country people, we don't touch like this matters. We can't talk, say, may you today they careful on false accusation, on false things where they go come, false alarm, when they stop to they bring out false alarm for inside community where they in danger with all this terrorist attack. Okay, my country people, I thank you for joining us on the pidgin section of our morning show this morning. And I believe say una go continue with us because the morning segment of the newspaper headline review still day on with Oga Minor and Mr. Iranya Daniel. Once again, make I thank my guests in the house, will be Aunty Mercy Jero. Aunty, welcome once again.
Thank you.
And also my name, na Esther Oka Steven. I thank you for watching. Now here we go draw the curtain on the pidgin section. Nado.
Some TV, the pulse of the nation.
Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch, Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zing, 070-3125-2559. Are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. We are located in different parts of Taraba State. Jalingo branch, opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, 090-3134-4333. Zing branch.
Escape the everyday at DY Scott, a luxurious haven for your hair, nails, and overall well-being. Imagine yourself settling into a plush armchair, the aroma of essential oils and freshly brewed coffee filling the air. Expert stylists meticulously craft your perfect look, whether you're seeking a bold modern style or a classic timeless cut. Beyond the perfect haircut, indulge in a revitalizing manicure or pedicure. Our skilled technicians use only the finest ethically sourced products, ensuring a truly pampering experience for your skin and the planet. Enjoy a refreshing drink, a mojito, chamomile tea, or something bubbly while you unwind in our relaxing atmosphere. Looking to socialize? Challenge friends to a game of table tennis or snooker in our convivial relaxation area. Reconnect with yourself and leave feeling confident, truly pampered and beautifully you. DUI Scott is more than just a salon. It's an experience that nourishes your mind, body and soul. Find us at Roadblock Jalingo, Konaru, or call 081-4563-6195 to book your appointment today. DUI Scott, where style meets serenity.
Some TV, the pulse of the nation. Some TV, the pulse of the nation.
Welcome back to the morning show on Some TV. Welcome back to the Taraba News segment of the morning show. And I'm Abraham Joda, and still with me to do analysis of the news coming from Taraba State on the pages of the Taraba newspaper is Mr. Ira Daniel Kukwet. Just like you know, we were here earlier to do justice to the national daily, so we want to do justice to the local paper here. On the front page of the Taraba News, we have a crude price crash. Petrol can drop below 400 naira per litres, according to refiners. This is quite interesting. On the price of a refined product.
Yeah, the good thing is, look at the way it is captured here, that petrol can drop below 400 naira per litre. We're looking forward to those days again.
Because, yes, because if you say that we are at the mercy of the market forces, now this is a perfect example of the market force bring the price of crude coming down. So the issue reflect in the price of the finished product.
It's true.
Okay, now we have nationwide protests. NPF caution against daytime protests across the nation. That is on page 6 of the Taraba News. And we have enough is enough. NSA, Ribadu declare war on perpetrators in Plateau State. That is on page 5 of the Taraba News. Then we have Jole River, 6 passengers dead in Taraba boat mishap, 9 rescued. That is on page 2 of the Taraba News. This is quite unfortunate that 6 passengers died in the Taraba boat mishap. Now, one thing that comes to my mind, were these passengers wearing any life jackets?
You hardly find people wearing life jackets in water transportation in this part of the world, because in most instances, I've traveled across River Ibi severally in the past few years, and all the times I've traveled,
there's no provision.
It's only once that I was able to get a boat that has life jacket. And even at that point, I was the only one wearing it. And any other person there was not on life jackets.
There's a need.
So yes, there's a need for this enforcement, so that by the time you're doing those water transport, maybe you should have sufficient life jacket for all your passengers to wear, so that in case of any mishap, people that don't know how to swim, even if you know how to swim, there is a way that you can get tired.
Definitely.
If you're too far away from the bank of the river. Yes.
Now, well, to join this morning show, you can call us on 070-4 919-8503. The number is there on the screen of your TV set. You can join us on 0704-919-8503. You can call or text your comment to that number. Now, the major headline, okay, we have two headlines here that say, shock as attack claims 2 brothers in Wukari community. That is on page 2 of the Taraba News. Then we have investiture of Dr. Abu Kefas as Grand Patron of the Boys Brigade Nigeria Taraba State Council. The Boys Brigade. Were you ever a member of the Boys Brigade?
When I was very, very young. I think when I was below 10, I used to be a member of Boys Brigade. But as time goes on...
You still march? Can you see? Were you part of the drummers?
No, I was just part of, those things you do when you go to church in those days. It's not as if it was something serious. But for march, everybody should learn how to march. Although we've seen some comic...
No, not everybody. I thought everybody knew how to march until we started seeing videos of
I thought maybe
youth corps members.
Yes, maybe those things were created so it would just...
There were those that were created, and there were those that it was quite obvious this person has never marched in his or alive.
Okay.
Well, I was once wanted to be. I was once a member of the Boys Brigade,
okay.
But it was brief. It was, the love of the uniform, the love of being just one of those guys, and I had love for the military. Well, I was very young, and I think in a lorry or so, I decided to join the Boys Brigade of Ekwa. A church there. It could be UMCA, it could be one, I can't remember, but it was an Hausa-speaking church in Ilorin there that my dad used to attend. Okay. I was part of the Boys Brigade, and they mostly were children from the barracks that were part of there because the church was close, I think, within the barracks in Ilorin there. So I couldn't really relate because I was not a barrack boy. So their roughness, at the end of the day, I just decided that I think Boy Scouts would serve me better.
I think they are basically the same. They have the same rudiments, the same treatments, training, rather.
I just love the uniform. I just love anything that has to do with uniform, man of war. I don't know. I never knew that I would not be a first man later in life.
On a lighter note, that somebody was traveling in a vehicle and he was addressed as captain. He was captain. So he was full of himself, and when they talk about these taxes, he would say, So at a point, they reached a military checkpoint. Then the driver was so boastful that he has a captain in his vehicle. And when the military people were asking, there's a captain in this car. So when they asked the man, are you a captain? He said, yes, Boys Brigade captain. He said, my friend, you're a civilian. He said, yes, sir.
I know the military will say bloody woman. There's this shocking story on page 2 of the Taraba News. Says, shock as attack claims 2 brothers in Wukari community. The quiet morning in Wapan, Ngaku, a community nestled within the hospital ward of the Wukari Local Government Council of Taraba State was on Friday, shattered by tragedy. 2 brothers, Masandi Moses Bulus and Mikima Moses Masungi, and I think we have a call coming in now. Yeah, good morning. Oh, we lost that call. Sorry for that. I think we lost that call. And I think this is quite unfortunate that these 2 promising young men will be killed by some killers. I think they went to farm or something thereabouts.
Yeah, they went to tend their crops, and is it crops they went to tend or to? But somehow they were killed by militia, and the term militia keeps on.
I don't know how we came to coin that word militias. Who are the militias?
These people are just killers. Maybe they are, I don't know. What will make them just, is it that they have some disagreements on the ownership of the land or something?
Within that area, Wukari, that's border between Taraba and Benue State. There have been these killings about, they just, you all of a sudden I begin to hear the word militia, and then an ethnic group will be name will be attached to this militia, that militia. And I begin to wonder, is there a war going? What is going on? Because it is becoming deaths too many. along that axis. And there's a need for synergy between Taraba and Benue State to look into this, because if you look at it, most are cross-border crimes.
That is the way it is.
And there's no way one state can solve this. It should be collaboration between Taraba and Benue State. There's a need, because this could degenerate, reprisal attacks and the rest of it.
We, maybe I should say, in that part of the states, this is not a new thing happening in that place. You will discover that on almost at some regular intervals, you hear stories of this one being killed. Recently, it was featured on Taraba News newspaper of how a driver was killed on his way, carrying some people down to.
Yes.
So this kind of thing keep happening. So if at all, the security agencies there have a good relationship or synergy with the community leaders and the members of the community, I think this will go a long way. These people will not just appear from nowhere. They must have followed through some communities, have some base somewhere close to where they're operating.
And I think I will use this opportunity to call on the leaders, political leaders, religious leaders, and the government of Benue and Taraba State to come together and see how we can resolve this back and forth killings from both states.
There's this story that came up yesterday. Oni Olobodundi, the spokesman for the
6th Brigade.
6th Brigade. He was talking about how the Israeli citizen was. The statements caught my attention where he said it was just, there was no any exchange of fire or anything. It was just the pressure that the military exerted, and somehow those abductors who carried the Israeli abandoned him. And now you understand, if this kind of relationship is there between the security operatives and the community, okay, this thing happened in your community, you must produce whosoever is responsible for this, or you'll be. And if it's given this kind of result, maybe that part should be followed.
I read that part where the pressure was exerted on the and it led to intel that. And I think the communities, we have to just tell ourselves this truth. The role of the communities, or the communities are, some communities are culpable in this. They provide for these militias.
There is this report, though it's not, but I think it's true, where the places where those people are kept hostage are right in the middle of a community. Because those people, at the end of the day, they were freed, and they will come to report that they were hearing conversations. So where they were staying is where it's a house where those people have their wives and their children, because they've had them conversing, they've had them eating food, doing this, doing that, doing that. You understand?
Well, I think there's a need for serious work to be done before it gets out of hand. Now let's go to the story, the investigation of Dr. Aguke Fasa, Grand Patron of the Boys Brigade, Nigerian Taraba State Council. The governor has been officially installed as the Grand Patron of Boys Brigade, Nigeria Taraba State Council. The investiture ceremony took place on Sunday, 6th of April 2026 at the Great Gospel House in Jalingo, Taraba State. The ceremony was conducted by the National President of the Boys Brigade, Professor Samson Duna. During the event, the governor was decorated with his new title and presented with the colors of the Boys Brigade as a symbol of honor. Additionally, an award was presented to the governor in recognition of his selfless contribution to the state and nation. And I think, well, this is a good one for the Boys Brigade to have the governor as their grand patron. It's quite a colorful one. I can see the officers there from the picture looking like some senior military officers.
Yeah, this one is not coming as a surprise for Governor Kefas, because he has been a military man for some years back, and I think the spirit is there. He said he emphasized the importance of mentorship, discipline, and faith. That is one of the core values of the Boys Brigade. So this is good, and he's going to be now like a role model to the upcoming generations. And he mentioned how this is a call to duty.
Yeah.
So let's see how it goes. He should always remember that aside being the governor of Taraba State, he's the patron of the Boys Brigade, and discipline and other mentorship should be his watchwords.
Well, now let's go to the story of 6 Lao local government area of Taraba State has claimed 6 lives, while 9 other passengers were rescued alive. Zagazola Makama, a counter-insurgency expert focused on the Lake Chad region, stated in a post on his ex-handle that the Taraba State Command has confirmed the incident. According to Makama, the incident occurred on Saturday, April 5, 2025. Explained that the boat was conveying 15 people when it capsized midstream. He disclosed that rescue effort led to the recovery of 9 survivors, while the bodies of 6 passengers were later pulled from the river. The deceased have been identified as Daddy Malam Doti, 30, Mubarak Abdul, 21, Bapa Malam Doti, 20, Adamuya Yagadi, 30, and 1 Madugu, 22, all from Bababdi, Funke, local government of Gombe State of the Terewa ethnic group. The 6th victim was Umar Gambo of Zaura Ward, Durban local government, Bauchi. These people are from Gombe and Bauchi State. I'm sure they came for business activities in Taraba, and it's quite unfortunate that they lost their life in this boat mishap.
Well, may their soul rest in peace. I think that is all we can say for now. But just like we said earlier on, safety measures have to be pursued by the operatives of these transport services. As you operate a boat service over these rivers in Taraba State, in Ibi, in Karim, and all those Iwari and other places like that, there is a need for safety measures to be adhered to. Ensure that the boats are not what is it called? Overloaded.
Yes.
Because we have these stories of this capsize being happening because of overload. We're even lucky that the rivers now are not, it is dry season and they are not, we might have recorded more deaths than
yeah, with a strong current.
So we thank God for the lives of those who were rescued, and may the soul of those who have died rest in peace.
Okay, now at this stage, well, this segment is to promote Taraba State, and so we're just part of our duty to promote Taraba State. There's this business in Taraba that I want us to speak about. It's a business that originated from Taraba State. It's a business based in Taraba State. I'm talking about Super Cash. Super Cash. Now, Super Cash, if the technical people can hear me, probably they can put the picture of Super Cash so that people can know what we're talking about. And the Super Cash, are you a businessman or woman? Do you need loan to grow your business? At Taraba Business Development Center, we offer both business and personal loan with flexible repayment plan. So the Super Cash is a platform, is a business under the Taraba Business Development Center that offer business and personal loans with flexible repayment plans. And they have an app. You can borrow, you can take loans through the app. You can visit their office and also request for a loan. They finance businesses, they finance education, they finance all things that you need to do with your business. And they are located in different parts of Taraba State. And the Jalingo branch is opposite Civil Service Commission, 183 Amarua Way, Jalingo. And you also have the Zinc branch. The Zinc branch is on Zenith Bank agent beside College of Education, Zinc. That is where the Zinc branch is. While Gembu branch has Usi Plaza, Gembu, Sardauna, local government area. While the ATC branch is Zenith Bank agent, Taraba State University Shop, ATC, Adokola, local government area. Then we also have a new branch in Yoro, which is within the Yoro market there in Panti, Sawa. So the Taraba is a business arm of Taraba Business School, and it's a business from Taraba State, and that is why we're promoting it.
And you don't have to be in Taraba for you to be able to access this loan. It's a nationwide, it's a fintech bank, actually. Yes. It's a fintech bank. You can source for your loans from the online app or from making a call through to the numbers that are on the adverts of the Taraba Business Development. It's an organization that has been proven, tested and proven. It has been there for some years, and there are testimonies coming out of how they have helped businesses grow in and around Taraba, the Northeast, Yola, Gombe, Bauchi is a household name. You don't have to be in Jalingo to be able to access this facility. Just like I said earlier on, it is a fintech bank. You can apply for your loans using the app, and it will be disbursed into your accounts.
Okay, so those of us who are saying country hard, this is an opportunity for you to finance your business, and it's coming from the stables of the Taraba Business School, which has businesses like Some TV, Taraba News, and many other Supercab, Supercash, supermarket, Taraba supermarket, and other businesses under its stables. So at this point, we've come to the end of the morning show. Some TV, the morning show on Some TV comes off every Monday to Saturday from 8 to 9:30 a.m. In the morning. So I would like to thank everyone that has been part of this production this morning. Mr. Radane Kukwen, the Director of News and Public Affairs on Some TV. Thank you for being part of the morning show today.
Thank you very much. I'm always happy to be here.
Okay. And we also have Mr. Moses, who is the studio manager, ensuring that the cameras have perfect angles and we're looking sharp this morning. Mr. Moses is the studio manager. And we also have those in the control room. We have Lazarus Meshach, who is the master control operator and is ably assisted today by the editor, Mr. James Atta Emmanuel. And not forgetting the morning show at the Pigeon section crew, Madam Esther, Oka Stephen, and Mercy Joro. Mercy Joro, they were here earlier for the Pigeons segment. And also not forgetting the tech lead, Mr. John Oyewole, who ensures that everything is well connected. The producer of the morning show, Chief Gabriel Olayinka, who ensure that this platform is available for us to air this program. So on this note, I'll say thank you to you, our viewer there, for staying up and to watch the morning show. Thank you very much. I'm Abraham Manager. Don't go